Hello everyone, it's Mr. Chase going to go over our All About Me poster today. And so this will be the introductory lesson on how to get that project and some tips on getting started. Alright, so as you can see on your screen, you're going to start at mrchase.ebackpack.com. Mr. Chase, no period in after Mr. So mrchase.ebackpack.com. You can go ahead and log in with your login, which hopefully will be familiar to you by now. So as you can see, I'm logging in as a pretend student, serious student, which I still love. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and we're going to get started. This is your dashboard, you'll remember, from the introduction to eBackpack. The left is like a directory structure. We're going to click on assignments today, and you should see in here the All About Me poster. Go ahead and click on the link. Don't worry about the due date. Okay, so you'll see the center is clear, the left is still the directory. Everything you need is going to be over here under materials. So unfortunately it's not in order of importance, but it's more or less in alphabetical order, I think. So what we're going to start with here is the All About Me project description. You'll remember, hopefully, from the eBackpack introduction that if you click on this link, it's going to show up on the left. You'll get kind of a preview, which is not particularly helpful, so you can skip that if you want and just click on the download arrow. You'll need to pay attention to where you download this. It should go to your flash drive, so if it doesn't, if it just downloads it, then I'll show you how to handle that as well. Mine's going to give me the option of where to put it, so I'm going to put it in my flash drive over here. Mr. Chase. It's going to be in Technology, Projects, and then this is going to be a new folder if you have not already put it there. This is the All About Me poster. Okay, so that's the project name. Go ahead and make sure it says the correct location up in the address bar here, and you'll see that's my flash drive. Technology is the folder, it's in the projects folder, and then the All About Me poster folder. So this is the project description. That's what you want. All right. So the other way to get it, if it just downloads it, you see here that on the lower left in Chrome you get a listing of all the things that have downloaded. So the other way to do it, to save it to your flash drive, is to go ahead and click on it once it's downloaded. It'll open up, there you go, All About Me project description. You'll see in Word here. Go ahead and go to File and then choose Save As. Save As, okay? You're going to navigate probably using the Browse button down here at the bottom. Go to Computer, find your flash drive, click on the Technology folder. Hopefully this isn't going too fast for you, and then the Projects folder right here. Okay, this is the All About Me poster. Now I've already entered this directory. You may need to create the directory if you have not, or the file folder, and then there it is, already saved. Okay, so this is the description of the project, right? So I've already saved it. You'll click Save. I click to cancel because I already have it saved there. So you see a due date of Friday, February 21st. That's going to be subject to when you actually do it. Now the overall project is described. I'm not going to read through this. You're certainly all capable of reading the instructions, so I would like for you to read through this. You can print it out if you'd like on the printer in the classroom, so if you need help with that, let me know. And you're going to submit everything electronically using eBackpack. Okay, we've talked about that before. I encourage you to look here at the grading sheet. I'd go right through this when I'm doing your grade for the project, and that'll give you a very specific clear idea of what you need to do for the project. Okay, so you can see everything there. Just kind of scan through that. It's probably easier to go ahead and print it out. PowerPoint, I would like for most of you to go ahead and do that once you finish with the poster. The poster comes first, because then when you go to do the PowerPoint, it's basically copy and paste into PowerPoint, so it makes it much, much easier. Okay, so but the main focus, of course, is the actual poster itself. So we've downloaded the instructions. This is the All About Me project description, which we've opened here. Let's go back to eBackpack right now. Okay, and the other thing you'll want to download is the All About Me poster template. Okay, and I'll explain what the difference is between these two. If you look here on the right of your screen, you'll see that it says All About Me poster 11 by 17, that's the dimensions, portrait, that's how the page is oriented up and down, and there's no rotation and captions. And then there's one that has with rotation and also captions. Okay, so and then there's a sample PowerPoint. We're going to focus on downloading, and again, I'm going to not click on the link here to the left. I'm going to go to the right, the icon that says download. I'm just going to download this poster directly to my computer. And again, mine's asking me where I want to put it right away. Yours may not do that for some reason. The lab computers don't, so I'll show you how to handle that again. You notice on the lower left, when the file's downloading, you can see the icon appear, and when it's all done flashing, it'll just be the publisher icon. So you can just click on it, and it'll start publisher and open it up. You may have some dialog boxes you need to click through where you can just X out or cancel. So this one here, you can see, is the pictures are rotated. That is to say, let me go here, view and page width. All right, I clicked on the view tab, and these are ribbons. So I get the view ribbon, and I'm going to click on the page width, so it makes it a little wider. So you can see that the pictures are mostly not straight across. They either kind of slant to the right or to the left a little bit to make the poster a little more interesting. Now, the only exception to that is the center picture. The main exception to that, I should say, is the center picture. Okay, so each of these pictures has a caption. That's the words underneath. You'll notice that the captions, if it's just a caption, then it's going to be all caps, kind of like a title, right? When you write a sentence, though, like I love swimming, it's going to be have the same capitalization rules and punctuation rules as a regular sentence. So it's got a first letter capital and then some sort of punctuation mark at the end. All right, so writing and capitalization and punctuation all matter everywhere. So, all right. So again, I told you this before in the image issues assignment, I think, or the initial eBackpack assignment, I can't remember which one or both, that you do not want to delete these pictures. Do not delete them. You just want to change them, and I'll go over how to do that here in just a minute. So this is the template, though. The first decision you have to make is whether you want the pictures kind of rotated like this. And let me go back out to the whole page so you can see where the pictures are kind of off angle a little bit, if that suits your personality better. Or let's go back over here to eBackpack and download the other one, the one without, where it says no rotation. And again, I'm going to skip clicking on the link to get the preview because there won't be one, and just click download. All right. Again, it's going to ask me where I want to store it. I'm going to put it in my All About Me poster directory on my flash drive. Remember, you should be storing stuff there. And again, you can just click on it to open it up and do a file save as if you need to. So you can see here that all the pictures are straight up and down. There's no angle or curve anywhere. So you just need to decide which one you want. And let me go in here a little closer using the view command to page width so you can see it a little better on your screen as we talk about it. Okay? Now I want you to know that these are templates. These are not perfect, right? I left some problems here because I want you to understand how to fix things so that they look right. They look the best they can. We still use design principles that are used in art, and I'll talk a little bit about that as we get into it. So the first decision you're going to want to make is which of these two templates you want to use, and I would encourage you to just kind of download both of them, take a look, or if you can figure out from the video, then you can save time and just download the one that you want. Alright, so now I'm going to use the one without rotation this time. Generally speaking, I like the one with rotation, but sort of feeling the straight one today. Alright, so you'll notice there are 12 pictures here, 12 things, including the picture review, which we'll take in class. Or you're welcome to use one from home if you'd like. So you'll need to download at least 11 different pictures. By the way, you get bonus points for using actual pictures of you in any of these categories here. So the thing that happens a lot of times is people are like, well, I don't know what to put. Do I have to put favorite book or food or whatever? Absolutely not. You don't have to use any of the categories that I've listed here on your template. You're free to choose whichever ones you'd like, as long as they're appropriate for school, of course. So if you'd like a list of ideas, I've done that for you as well. And if you go back to eBackpack, you'll see here, there it is. Okay, sorry. Under materials on the right, the 101 All About Me ideas. You can download this again if you'd like. Put it in the same folder, the All About Me poster project folder in technology. Right? There's a whole list of ideas, and you're welcome to print this out in class if you like, or just leave it electronic. So I'm going to click on it so you can see. It's going to open up Word, and hopefully it's going to open up that document too. Where'd you go, buddy? Let's see here. Come on now. What are you doing? Okay, I'm going to close this because apparently Word's having some sort of issue. There it is. Okay, had it. Where'd it go? Yeah, Word's having some issues here. Let me pause the recording and fix that, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got Word cooperating now, so hopefully this won't happen to you. So here's a bunch of ideas for you: favorite musician, favorite color, and so on. You can read through this or skim through this if you'd like, and this will give you some more ideas about things you can include on your poster. You don't have to use any of the ones I did on a template, but you can use some of these. You can make up your own, and again, they just have to be appropriate. Bill spelled them correctly for school. I didn't fill in. Oh, there we go. Okay, villain. I got this off the internet too, of course. So there's some ideas for you. And again, you can use the ones on the poster. You don't have to. You can use some, come up with your own, use some from the list. So come up with your ideas. Don't spend a lot of time fretting about the perfect ones, just to get some that are easy to do and that you can have some fun pictures for, okay? So let's go back to our template here in Publisher. All right. Let's do a... by the way, you can use any of the things here that you want. Like if you love swimming, you just cannot use the same pictures I use. You just need to indicate that you have... demonstrate that you can change the picture. So you can certainly have the Beatles as your favorite music group, but you may not use this particular image or Indiana Jones and so on. Okay? So let's come up with... you guys probably have figured out by now that I like cars. So the Porsche Panamera is a great car, but let's change the picture just so we can demonstrate how to change the picture. So we'll go over here to now Chrome, right? I'm going to leave eBackpack open for now and just open a new tab. And we're going to look for the Tesla. Again, you guys already know I like the Tesla. So we're going to look for the Tesla Model D. I'm just entering this in the general search bar. I'm going to click on images here because that's really all I need for now. And again, remember that you're going to, hopefully you're beginning to learn that there's more to Google than just searching for things in pictures. You can use the search tools button here, get an additional row of options that are quite helpful when you're searching for images in particular. So we're going to click on large. I want you to focus on getting good quality images. Remember that you cannot or should not use these thumbnail, that's the smaller images. You want to get the actual picture. And again, if you hover your mouse over an image, you'll get some numbers that'll pop up below there, and that'll show you, give you an idea of the quality, because the more pixels there are, the larger the file is and the better quality it is. So I like this one right here, kind of in the second row. Looks pretty good, like the beach, like the Tesla. So I'm going to click on the image, let it come into focus first before I do anything else. Sometimes it'll take a moment or two to download all those pixels. This one came down pretty quickly because I'm the only one here today, and so it's moving really quickly. But while we're in the lab, you may experience a slight delay. So wait a few seconds, make sure it's nice and sharp. Then you can right-click on this picture, and then you're going to go to Save Image As. And hopefully, again, you'll remember this from last time. We did go over this in the image issues assignment. Save image as, and if you'll remember, I'm going to save it to my flash drive, right? To your flash drive. It's going to be in technology, and then in this case, it's going to be in images, right? So there's some images I have from before. You can, if you'd like to keep things organized, you could add a folder that says all about me images, right? If you wanted to, that's certainly helpful because then you'll know where all those images are. It's up to you. You can just dump them into the images file. Again, check the name. Make sure it's something meaningful. Sometimes it'll be random letters or numbers that don't mean anything, and when you go back to look at it, it'll be confusing. This does say the Tesla Model S, So that's pretty self-explanatory and helpful, so I'm going to leave that. Again, it's on my flash drive. I'm saving this image to my flash drive in case something happens. I'll be able to go back and fix stuff quickly rather than have to search again and find all these images. So there's my image. It's coming down here. You can see on the lower left. It's flashing green, and now it's done. So if I click on this icon here, this little button, it's going to open the picture, right? So we'll do that. I actually don't want you to do this, but you'll see it pops up there. Well, that's not really helping me with anything, so it's not a helpful step. If you want to just look at it, you can, but I just escaped out of there, hit the escape key, because it's not helping me do my project. If I go back to Publisher, though, and remember, we're changing the dream car in this case, okay? So, again, do not delete the picture. You're going to right-click on it, and if I click once, it doesn't give me the option to change the picture. But if I do twice kind of quickly, right, see how the little X's light up here? Then I can right-click and hit Change Picture. That makes sense? So again, I click off of this. If I click once, the little handles are open. But if I click twice, you can see that they fill in. They're kind of a little darker. I can right-click on this now and do Change Picture. So I'm going to do Change Picture. Do not do Remove Picture, and please don't do Reset Picture. Just always do Change Picture. So I'm going to change the picture. It's going to ask me where I'm going to browse. You may have to click the offline button down here. I'm going to browse to my flash drive, if you'll remember. We're going to get back to that flash drive because that's where our stuff is. Technology, Images, and I've put it in All About Me. Okay, so there's my Tesla. If you want to, by the way, you may not know this. I'm going to make this a little bigger. You can click here on this icon that says Change Your View. Do you all see this here? Just below the address bar in the search field, you can click here and go to extra large icons, which I like, and you can actually see the picture, right? That's kind of helpful when you're working with images. So if you want, you can choose large images or small, medium icons. To me, I like the extra large one. Okay, so I click on that. Remember, I'm changing the image now from the Porsche that was there to the picture that I want now, which is the Tesla. Okay, so we go back in here to View, do Page Width, and scroll down. You can see that the picture has been changed. Now we've got some issues here with margins, so I want to fix that real quickly. I'm going to click and drag the corner. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Okay. The blue lines around the border of your poster, you guys see those light blue lines? That's the margin that I want you to try to keep everything inside of, your pictures and your text and everything like that. Even if you're doing the template with rotation, you'll want to keep the corners basically inside those blue lines. The blue lines do not print. They're there on the computer to help you lay out your poster and keep it neat and orderly. So again, I'm going to click this corner. Okay, so you can see here that we have a problem. If I click the corner and drag it, I can really squish this image, which is one of the big no-nos when working with images. So I'm going to Control Z and get back to the original one. What you should do is hold down the Shift key when you grab a corner of these text boxes. Now I can make the whole thing smaller, but I can't squish it. You see that? You can't see me holding down the Shift key. So either side, doesn't matter, either Shift key, just hold it down and that'll constrain it so that you don't distort the picture. And if you need help with that, I'll be happy to show you in class. Alright, so I've kind of shrunk the whole thing down. I'm going to try to get it inside those blue lines. And then, of course, I can double-click in here. It is still my dream car, but it's not the Porsche Panamera. It's the Tesla Model S. Okay? Now, the picture lines up with the text. Everything's the same width, and we're looking pretty good. Obviously, these two, the Tesla and the I want to be like Steve Jobs thing are too close, so I'd have to work on that. But that's basically how you change a picture in one of the fields here, one of the 12 things. You'll need to do that for all 12 of these, so you probably want to get your pictures first. It'll be the fastest way is kind of think of what you want to do, grab your pictures, and you can grab 2 or 3 if you want in a certain category and see which one you like best. The other thing that I want to point out to you is see how the Indiana Jones here, my favorite movie, is an up and down or a portrait orientation, and the Beatles, for example, is horizontal or portrait or landscape orientation in the picture. If your favorite movie if the picture is more like this size, right, or this orientation, if it's more kind of longer than it is tall, then what you can do is click on whichever one you want to get rid of, hit delete, gets rid of the whole thing. That's right. I can click on this, go to home here, make sure the home button is up. I can copy this, I can right click over here and hit paste, and now I've got a duplicate, right, of the Beatles. But the reason I chose it was because the picture is in landscape mode, which is maybe what my movie is going to be or whatever I'm going to put there, and so then I can much more easily replace this picture with another horizontal picture. If your picture is up and down like this, then you would want to stay with one of these up and down, okay, or portrait orientation images. And again, I could use this, I can copy it and paste it if I need one that's up and down. Again, if you need help with that, talk to me in class and I'll be happy to assist you with that. But that's pretty much the basics of this All About Me poster, basically getting the images. I'll do another video to go over what to do in terms of formatting and how to do alignment and stuff like that. That's the next step after you get all the pictures, is to do external and internal alignment and spacing. We'll go over that in the next video. All right, thanks you guys. Good luck, and be sure and ask if you have questions. Thanks so much.